So, do you guys believe in psychic powers? I feel like of all the things I have talked about in my videos so far, this is the one that makes me sound the most like a stoner hippie. So yesterday I was putting my youngest to bed, my 5-year-old. I have to pretend to be asleep so he'll drift off to sleep. I thought about my high fantasy book that I'm writing. There's this sort of idea of the earth being God. And so I was thinking about the parts of a god expressed through elemental things, I guess. So I was thinking about how glaciers will calve. They'll big pieces of them will break off like when it's getting too warm, and then that little glacier calf goes on to live its glacier calf life. But I was thinking about that in like god terms, in this sort of like cosmic way, just thinking about world building. And then my 5-year-old fell asleep. I went in to sit and watch TV with my husband and my eldest. They had just been watching this really funny thing and they wanted to show it to me. So they clicked back. I don't actually remember what it was, but they were showing me this funny thing. Maybe it was Nailed It, the cake show. And they made a joke in the show. And then they cut to a clip of a glacier calving. My family had been watching this video of calving glaciers probably at like the exact same time I was thinking about glaciers calving. And that seems so weird and random to me because like glaciers are not generally on our radar. We live in Nevada, it's a desert. So that got me wondering, is there a chance that they saw the glacier calving and like projected it to me on the other side of the house? I definitely couldn't hear anything from their room. It was the rooms aren't connected and we keep white noise going in the rooms at night so that everyone can sleep. So there was no passage of noise. I just knew, like I was just thinking about it. And that makes me wonder, can you be so close to someone that you'll just share a brain, share thoughts? I was reading an article talking about consciousness as a force like gravity. It's something that is intrinsic to everything, but depending on what the consciousness force is interacting with, it has different outcomes. So consciousness, this force, this like gravity, would be present everywhere, but that doesn't mean everything is conscious because it's going to have a different interaction with a rock than a cat or a human being. And even though I'm typically fairly skeptical, I think about that connectivity and I think, is it so unbelievable that if consciousness were some force, information could be transmitted between consciousness points, consciousness wells, like gravity wells, that that they might exchange information, like you open pathways or something. It is August 25th, 2020 at 10:47 in the morning. And I launched off on a story about psychic stuff because my mood is super down. And I'm just so sick of being doom and gloom about the world and my mood. So instead, I just want to think about psychic powers, And also how cats have consciousness. That's all I want to think about. Gosh. The skies have been clear. I got to go on a walk yesterday. I'm feeling better today, obviously, because I'm talking so quickly. I think I fit as much information into 7 minutes of video as I did in like that 120-minute video. So today is better. Just taking it day by day right now. This morning, my husband was a complete rock star. He handled everything because like school started this week for my kindergartner and it's weird and my whole family really struggles with stress. So yesterday was really, really stressful and it just, but today my husband managed everything with the kids so well. There were no explosions. And so I have so much more energy just from that today. I'm working on writing sort of an info sheet for my contemporary romance. I'm making good progress, like little short character profiles for the hero and heroine. And sort of the hook and then the synopses and stuff, just to sort of get this high-level view of the book. I find it helpful, and I'm going to pitch this book to my agent soon, and I want to get her super excited about it. I'm having a lot of fun working on it, even if it doesn't turn out to have much utility. Typically, people don't enjoy wacky formatting and publishing. Not that it's wacky, it's just not like Times New Roman 12-point font double spaced for everything from synopsis to blurb to manuscript. I'll supply those files too, but I also want to supply like one file that is like cool, and it's got like, since this book is a retake of You've Got Mail, except You've Got Nudes, I want to like be able to include pictures of Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. I might as well. Right now, I am clinging to the things that give me joy, no matter how fleeting and how temporary they may be, because I'm sure I'll be back to panicking tomorrow, and you'll see me here looking like Gollum, breathing into a paper bag. So, one more video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.